So much of our lives is defined by our relationship with money. So when our money becomes fictitious or digital and no longer based in reality, how do we expect that not to affect other aspects of our lives? Thanks for joining us today. Life of Compounding Interest. Be sure to check out all of our content on the website, lifeofcompoundinginterest.com. But yeah, how do we expect that a lot of our lives and how we interact with the world around us, how do we expect that not to change whenever our money is no longer real? So, most people alive today are not going to remember their dollar being attached to anything real, like gold. We've been off the gold standard for a long time. Most people alive don't remember our money actually being tied to the gold standard. It got its final nail in the coffin in the Reagan administration. So even those last little pieces of it, not really in existence for most of the people alive today to harken back to. What's worse is that a lot of young people now don't really know what it's like to live in a cash society. Whenever the money in your pocket is how much money you have to spend, there's no pay later. There's no, I'll put it on my credit card and figure it out, or a delay between the purchase and your paycheck. These distortions of how we purchase things, pay for things, and think about our actual wealth, that's a big deal to us psychologically. Now, lots of studies have shown that if you have to pay with cash, you spend less money. You just buy less stuff. The act of taking money out of your pocket and handing it to someone else, watching it disappear with your own eyes, that's a real psychological effect that is going to decrease the likelihood that you impulse spend or spend too much, because humans don't like scarcity. When we can see our money in the physical world actually starting to run low, something inside of us panics because we know that that is our ultimate resource. So as we move to digital banking, all of a sudden that cash that we would have in our pocket becomes a number on a screen. It's almost like a video game. It doesn't matter. And if you've seen some of my other content, I'll leave a link. But when we're talking about things like AI, that's the problem. When we're moving online, we're putting a lot of effort into things that don't actually matter in the real world. The bank account and that balance, as real as it is, doesn't feel that way all the time. It's got to disconnect. Then you introduce something like a credit card where you can buy something and you don't have to pay for it for a while. There is a real disconnect between receiving something and the pain of giving up that money. And as you start to disassociate all those things, everything loses a little bit of its value because it's frictionless. You don't have to deal with the immediate pain of separating with your money to get something. This goes into everything that we do. So much of our lives now is online. It's fiat. We have fiat problems now. Problems that our lives online does not quite match with our lives in reality. It's a dysphoria. We feel like we're successful, but we don't feel like we're successful. We look successful, but we aren't. We get all the rewards without any of the cost or seeing that money or that effort actually leave. It's all buy now, pay later. Feel good now, and we'll sort out the tab at a later date. We have to be more conscious of all of the things that we're doing and keeping ourselves and our decisions rooted in reality. If you really want to change the way that you spend, whether it be at the grocery store or shopping or something like that, stop doing it online. You will spend more money. I'm not going to hide that fact at all. Online shopping is much cheaper, but there is something about the haptic feedback that we get when we spend cash, when we touch what we buy before we buy it. And especially if we walk into a place with a very fixed budget and we can't go over it. If you want to reset your relationship with money and how you spend it, try just a little while. Try to live on cash just for little things. When you go to the grocery store, go get out some cash, set your budget, walk through the grocery store, and stick to it. Sit with that uncomfortable feeling of you walked in with $100 and you think you have $120 worth of groceries in your cart. What do you put back? That's the haptic feedback and the friction that's been removed from a lot of things that we do. If you're going shopping for clothes, go try them on, see if they fit, see how they look, and then check the money in your wallet and see if it's worth parting with it. It changes almost everything. If you have to make a larger purchase, say a piece of technology, and you go to your local Best Buy or whatever store, then when you actually hand over that much cash, it hits a little differently. Just walking around with that much cash in your pocket, you feel a little bit more vulnerable, knowing that somebody could rob you and take everything that you have on you. All of that hard-earned money could just leave your hands and you've got nothing for it. This is the haptic feedback in the relationship with money that we don't really have anymore. So I challenge you, try to reconnect with money just a little bit and see what fiat problems come up, because it's more than just money. It's relationships. You can swipe left, right, message and never have to talk, ghost, say things that you don't get to see their responses. It's fiat. It's a fiat relationship at that point. It's not tethered to reality. All of it. It all starts with that mentality of seeing how much you're paying and watching it leave. So check out the article that I wrote. You can see it on lifeofcompoundinginterest.com or our Medium. You can subscribe to all of our stuff there and get notifications. And don't worry, you don't have to pay for it or anything like that. You can always just grab the link directly to the website or check it out directly. But thanks for joining us today. I would really love to hear your feedback. What are some fiat problems that, as we're talking about this, you're thinking of? Because it's more than just your relationship to money. It's your relationship to the world around you. Things are less tangible than they used to be. What kind of problems are coming because of that? Well, until next time, I really do hope you take care, and we'll see you soon.